Alright, so I read this interesting article just yesterday. It's talking about being too authentic and how it will make you suffer at work. You know, give you less opportunities to get promoted. You know, potentially get you fired. You know, that people that are too authentic, they're not successful in the business world. Even entrepreneurs, like, they're not good leaders when they're too authentic. And reading that article and just basically from my own personal experiences, I see truth in it, even though it's I don't want to, I wouldn't want to admit it, because you always want to try to be real, but at the same time there's a lot of truth to it, and I think there's a lot to be learned from it. And if people learn from my experiences and also learn from this article, that would be a benefit. I'll try to put the article to the description section of this video if I get the time. It's I forwarded it onto my Facebook. But basically, the article's talking about like achieving a balance. Like, you can't be completely fake, because obviously people see through that and they see you're like dishonest, you're a liar, and that's obviously not good either. But you can't be too real either, because they turn it against you. They use it against you. And spiritually speaking, if it's not about work, then it really doesn't matter what other people think about you. You just focus on developing yourself. But when it's work and there's money involved, you got to make money, and you got to change certain things about yourself in order to make the people around you happy. Being too real is the type of person that doesn't care about the people around him, and he's just authentic to himself. Being too fake is all you care about is what other people think of you, and you just basically keep adapting to the mold, and you don't even know who you are. Achieving that balance is basically just like, basically they said one of the reasons, one of the drawbacks of being too real is that you're just too open. Like, you share too much about yourself. And I've definitely that's one of the biggest problems that I've had in growing my business, is too many damn videos out there is me letting the whole world know too much about me. And that hurt my business in many different ways. Like, I sacrificed a lot of my business because of that. And through the things that happened, all the money I've lost, through my damaged reputation, and I'm still trying to recover, if I even can. That's something I learned. Like, when you're too real, you let people know too much about you, that hurts you. But people use it against you. But when you don't share too much information about yourself, you keep everything just professional, about the business, then people can't use your personal life against you to hurt your business. So, out of everything, I think that's the main thing, especially when it comes to business and you're trying to make money. You got to find that balance. Yeah, you got to be authentic, but not too authentic. Like, you're gonna have to, like, always put in consideration, like, the people around you and what they want out of a leader, things of that nature, and you gotta try to meet up to those expectations if you want to make money. You can't just be like, forget about everybody, it's all about being true to myself and all this other stuff. Well, true to yourself. But if you're poor, you're broke, you got no job, I mean, what the hell's the point? You know, you gotta have that balance, you know, like not be a complete sellout, you know, where everything's just so fake because you're just telling people what they want to hear all the time, and you're just like never have an opinion because you're just basically always about, you know, telling them what they want to hear, and you're not sincere, you know, like you feel something totally different inside, and you're telling them something completely opposite. Like, there's got to be that balance, you know, and that's what I've been working on, you know, since learning all this stuff, is to try to achieve that balance. It's just kind of like learning to be real, but not too damn real. You know, like before, you know, just kind of like being too offensive and too opinionated and too critical. It's like, it's better just to keep your mouth shut, stay professional, do what you gotta do, speak less. Especially for me, you know, like making too many damn videos, you know, it's like I don't need to make so many videos. I don't need to talk so much. You know, I gotta talk less. You know, so you gotta know where the limit is. You gotta find that balance, and that's very important.